Beside them, the maid gracefully performed a traditional blessing salute toward the old master. The old man was instantly shocked, because the greeting she used was identical to the one his etiquette teacher taught him as a child. Back then his teacher told him that this blessing salute had been created 1,000 years ago by an empress ancestor from the Shin family. Yet the maid's salute now was even more perfect than what his teacher had demonstrated. He instantly realized this maid was far from ordinary. The maid then instructed her young mistress to offer the ancestral recognition tea to the old master. But the scheming adopted daughter tried to stop the real heiress from being officially acknowledged by pretending to look pitiful and asking the old master if drinking the tea meant the family would no longer want her. The maid immediately slapped her across the face. "You're nothing but an adopted daughter and an outsider, yet you dare stand before old Master Shin and interfere with his biological granddaughter returning to the family." Right after that she turned and slapped the boy too. "You can't even recognize who your real family is and have no manners whatsoever. Old Master Shin hasn't even spoken yet. What gives you the right to point fingers at the eldest young lady?" The moment the maid finished speaking, old Master Shin picked up the recognition tea in front of him and drank it in one gulp, which completely confirmed the real heiress's identity within the family. The old master noticed that the maid spoke elegantly and carried herself with grace, not losing in the slightest to the daughters of elite families, and seeing how fiercely loyal she was to his granddaughter, he made a decision on the spot. From this day forward, the maid would personally teach all 3 children, and make sure they properly learned the Shin family rules, so the crooked atmosphere in the house could finally be corrected. Not only did old Master Shin appoint her as their etiquette teacher, he also ordered her to accompany them to school as their study attendant, so she could keep their behavior in check and stop them from embarrassing the Shin family. The arrangement nearly made the scheming adopted daughter explode with rage, so the next day on the way to school, she deliberately hid the real heiress's school uniform, then pretended to kindly ask why she wasn't wearing it, knowing perfectly well students lose points for not wearing their uniforms. But since it was the real heiress's first day at school, she had no idea about the rules. The scheming girl mocked her for not being worthy of attending an elite school, and told her to crawl back to wherever she came from. What she didn't realize was that the maid overheard everything nearby. The second she saw her mistress being bullied again, she instantly flew into a rage, marching over and shoving the scheming girl straight to the ground, before grabbing her by the collar and beating her without mercy.